Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, so bear with me. Gosh. Welcome back to another vlog. It is the beginning of another vlog, and don't quite know what we're gonna do in this vlog. No idea. But lots has been happening. Life has been happening. I haven't picked up my vlogging camera in a while because I have been not well. I've had some medical issues to deal with. You know, once you go past 30, things start to come up, hey? You go to the doctor, you start drinking a pill, you see, and all of that. So I've been dealing with various medical issues that have grasped my attention and also forced me to kind of slow down a little bit. Not perfect yet, but I will know in time. As with everything, I will know in time what needs to be done, what needs to change, and all of that. And before the last vlog, even that one took me a while to film because around that time, one of my family members wasn't well, and I was stressed and worried about that and all of that. So it's just been a lot. But even so, that's what I'm trying to do. It is Sunday today. Monday tomorrow, it's going to be the beginning of a very long week for me. Lots of things have happened in the last couple of days. One of them is I'm going to be featured on an article for Times Live, the magazine, the online publication, I think. Times Live, yeah. It's crazy. Like, lots of things have happened. Not only that, I got nominated for a SASMA award. What are you talking? Nominated for social media motivational speaker of the year, something like that. I'll put it here. What? Little old me who's never been nominated for anything in my life, and now I'm nominated for a SASMA. And you know what would be so cool about this is that my sister already has 2 SASMA awards under her belt, right? And wouldn't it be cool if I got a SASMA award too? Award winning. So I can add award winning to my title, you know? But it's really, really crazy. And my phone has been blowing up over the last couple of days, just messages and calls and all of that from all the people that I care about, like, bruh, SASMA, right? So SASMA is the social media, South African Social Media Awards. Pretty much a big deal in the South African space, so I can't believe it. All I know is that I'm gonna need to prepare an outfit for the event, which probably is in the next couple of months. Everybody's just so excited. My friends, my family, all the close people to me, everybody's just like, what do you even fucking mean? You? What do you mean? Anyway, so today, as I film this, it's a Sunday. It happens to be the day before the little one's birthday. Khanya, my little sister, Ababa, chicken licken. That's what I call her because she loves chicken licken. It's her birthday tomorrow. We were supposed to be out right now as we speak with the family, but because there's just been kind of conflicting schedules and all of that, and because something is happening in the next week or so, we kind of were like, okay, let's move it out to a week from now. And so I spent the morning pretty much finalizing Hababa's birthday presents and also finalizing Mom's birthday presents as well. And I'm going to wrap those up, even though they're not going to see them now. They're going to see them a week from now, but it's not a big deal. I want to wrap them up and kind of have them ready. So today I just kind of stepped out to do the last of those, run those errands and do all of that. And I also decided to buy myself some tulips. They cute. They cute. Decided to buy them. They haven't been opened yet, but excited. Okay. I haven't bought tulips in quite a while, so it's always like roses and all of that, and or being gifted flowers and things like that. But today I was out and I was like, I want some flowers in my house. So I got those. Life is lifing, you know. I've taken on an influx of new clients as well with my work. That's been kind of crazy. I've had to adult quite a bit this week. You know, adulting basically means buying tires for your car, spending lots of money, paying bills and expenses and a lot, right? So I've had to deal with all of that in the last couple of days, on top of the fact that my physical health hasn't been the best. So I'm trying to kind of rest up. There are periods where I feel tired, and once I start feeling tired, I feel lightheaded. And I remember my doctor just saying that once you feel lightheaded, pack it up, relax. So I was out today and I started feeling lightheaded, and I was like, this is my cue. I gotta go home. So I came home, and I've been home for about an hour now. I took a little bit of a rest. Tried to take a nap. Pretty much impossible for me to take a nap, to be honest. So I watched a bit of TV. I'm not gonna cook purely because I've got some leftovers in the fridge and I just don't have the energy for it. The medication that I'm on kind of also makes me feel quite lethargic, and so I'm not in the space, you know. Energetically, I'm just not there. Okay. So I was out today to go pick up just some extra things for the birthdays, and I needed to pick up some paper bags. I got these from Mr. Price. Mr. Price is really, like, isn't that cute? For mom and for her birthday, it's exceptional. It's really pretty. And then I got this tiny one for Jeezy. It's got some flowers on it. Really pretty. Also, I'm going to wrap up their gifts. I love gifting, okay? Apparently, I never used to believe that I was much of a gifter. But apparently I am, okay? So there's that. Some tissue paper for the gifts as well, which is something I'm going to do now. And then I got 3 of these. I'm feeling a bit tired. I got 3 of these for me, because candles are a thing in this house. Nothing new, okay? So Jeezy's birthday present consists of 2 things. The first one, it's already wrapped up. So this is a Lego set. It's for her. And I'm thinking of buying her the bigger one as well. But if you are somebody who buys Lego sets, do you know how much those things cost? Ridiculous. So this is part 1. This is part 1 of her gift. And then the second one is this one. It's written her name, as you can see. And in here are her Comic-Con tickets. So I bought me and some of my loved ones Comic-Con tickets. Basically, I bought 5 Comic-Con tickets. Yeah. I wanted to go to Comic-Con as well because I am a big, Marvel fan, superheroes, a little bit of anime, dabbling into it, slowly getting into anime a lot more than I used to. I was watching anime the whole day yesterday. So I'm really getting into anime and all of that because of Mbali, to be honest. So Comic-Con is going to be awesome. So this is going to be Kanya's gift, and I think I might just, even during the week, buy her another set of the Lego, another set of the Lego, perfect fit, right? Another set of the Lego, and she's going to have a good time, and then she must just leave me alone, right? She must leave me alone. And then for mom, I can't speak English. I got her 2 t-shirts, right? I got them from Fushini. I got her 2 t-shirts. The t-shirts are printed t-shirts, right? And I don't want to show them because they are quite specific as to what is on them and what it's about. And it is something that is relating to my parents, for in the next week or two. So I don't want to, you can see a little bit of it, okay? But I thought that these were actually excellent because they are reflective of what's going to be happening, in their lives within the next 2 weeks or so. So I thought she'd love that. And then I also ordered a Lelive glow kit thing that's supposed to come in the mail within the next 2 days, and then I'm going to add that to her gift as well, and then package it away. Let's just rip the tags quickly, package it away, and then we are going to meet with the family in the next week or so to celebrate quite a number of things. So I'm really, really excited for that. So I'm going to pack these shortly, just now. All right, just now. And then recently I also got PR. You know, when I show you the white envelope, you know what's about to go down. You know what's about to go down, right? Jonathan Ball Publishers have sent me some books. And these 2 books, this one is extra special because in March, we went to a press event for Jonathan Ball Publishers, a trade event basically, when they were showing what books are going to be coming from their catalog this year. And when we were there, we were asked, after we saw everything, all the books that are coming, and we were given the synopses of the books and all of that, we were asked to write down which book we would love for them to send us, just as a, we like you guys and whatever. So I was just like, man, there's one that I want. And sure enough, it landed on my doorstep a couple of days ago. This is Saraswati by Gurneek Johal, I think. That cover is stunning. I think that cover is beautiful. And this one says, centuries ago, the myth says, the holy river Saraswati flowed through northern India. But when Satnam arrives in his ancestral village for his grandmother's funeral, he's astonished to find water in her long, dry well. The discovery sets in motion a contentious scheme to unearth the lost river, and Satnam, adrift from his life back in London, soon finds himself swept up in the ferment of Hindu nationalist pride. As the river alters Satnam's course, so it reveals buried tied to 6 distant relatives across the globe, from an ambitious writer with her eye on legacy to a Kenyan archaeologist to a Bollywood stunt double, who are brought together in a rapidly changing India. Gurneek Johal's magisterial debut novel brims with love, lust, and loss. Sounds glorious. Absolutely sounds glorious. And then this one is the original daughter, because I'm a firstborn daughter. I'm the blueprint. I'm the original. Much like you are seeing Naledi, no Hababa, and all of that. The blueprint here. Right. Okay. This is by Jemima Way. Jemima Way. Look at that cover. Really pretty. Really pretty. Singapore, 1996. Before Aaron, Genevieve Yang was an only child. I once was too. Living with her parents and grandmother in a single-room flat in Bedok. She is saddled with an unexpected sibling when Aaron appears, the shameful legacy of a grandfather long believed to be dead. Haibo, so they didn't know about Aaron. Granddaddy went and he did some things with somebody. Then Aaron showed up after all these years. At once, collaborators and sisters Jen and Aaron grow up inseparable, navigating the intensity of life in working-class Singapore, where urgent insistence on achievement demands a self-immolation in the realms of imagination, work, and play. But as the rapidly modernizing winner-takes-all threatens to leave one behind, as the one-star rises exponentially, the sisters must weigh their allegiances and bonds, the cost of success, and ultimately reckon who they've become. What results is a story that cracks open the fault lines of Singaporean society, our desperate need for acceptance and our yearning to be loved. Oh my God. Sounds too good. Love it. So thank you so much to the folks over at Jonathan Ball Publishers for these, especially this one. I'm really looking forward to this one. Wow. Okay. I cannot wait for that. Cannot wait for that. And then, of course, because I am me, I will always buy books. But currently, right now, I'm reading this. If you have watched my last book video, you will know all about Rouge. I am pretty much, I'd like to say, about 70% in. It's dark, as expected. This is a book by Mona Award, and it is really, really good. If you don't know what it's about, you can go over to my book video and read what it's about. But it's really, really good, and I used it as a prop, actually. I used it as a prop for a campaign that I'm doing with Vodacom. And this is, it's really good. Quite dark, but really good. What I'm also reading at the same time is Murakami. I love Murakami, and this is Men Without Women, and it is a collection of short stories about the lives of men who do not have women in their lives, or they may have had women in their lives and don't anymore. It's quite different, right? It's a bunch of short stories, exactly 7. Oh my God. And I've read the first 2, and so far, exceptional. I have literally been highlighting like crazy in this book so far. One of my favorite quotes is, "So in the end, maybe that's the challenge, to look inside your own heart as perceptively and as seriously as you can, and to make peace with what you find there." You kidding? Anyway, very, very good. So these are my 2 current reads right now. I'm reading them with eyes and also with listening audio. And then one of the ones that I got only purely because this was recommended by one of my favorite booktubers that I watch on YouTube, and I forgot which one it is, but it is As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow by Zolfa Kato, I think. I could be wrong, but that cover is exceptional. It's stunning. I am owed a life that does not end in tragedy. A year ago, before the revolution, Salama watched her brother marry her best friend, Layla. Okay? No, I'm kidding. Her brother married her best friend, okay, and wondered when her own love story might begin. Now she works at the hospital, helping those she can, closing the eyes of those she can't. Layla and her unborn baby are all Salama has left, unless you count Kof. But he is an hallucination, a symptom of the horrors she's seen. Every day he urges Salama to leave Syria. Every day she refuses, until she crosses paths with Canaan, the boy with vivid green eyes who wants to stay and risk his life for everything their country could be. Can I stop this? This is quite chunky. This is quite chunky, actually. We're talking 400 and... This is for the lover... This is for the love story that they are owed. Wow, that's beautiful. Page. I'm trying to check pages. It feels like it's 415 pages. That's quite chunky. For a really small book this size, it's quite chunky. All right, that's pretty much all I have here. All right, for the rest of the afternoon, I think I'm going to pack these away. And then I'm going to pack those away and try and relax for the rest of the afternoon. I am feeling a little on the weaker side, so I'm going to just put it on pause. I just wanted to introduce this vlog. I don't know what's going to be in this vlog, because all I ever do now is just work and live and deal with life. So I'm not quite sure what's going to be in this vlog. However, something will be in the vlog, okay? Something will be in the vlog. For now, this is all you got, okay? I'm going to go. I'll see you guys in the next clip or the next part of the vlog. tea. Oops. Tea. Love it. Bananas. Avocado. Viennas. I don't want these germs on my kitchen counter. Okay, hey, as you could tell, I'm currently listening to Mona Awad's Rouge, and it's actually, I'm actually almost done with it, as you can see. So I just got back from work and I unpacked some of the things that I picked up. It was a meat buy heavy kind of shop this time. So I'm making a little bit of some beef. Probably might fry it or grill it a little bit after this, but I'm gonna start it out this way because I want it to be nice and soft. And then I'm gonna have it with a salad. As you could tell, I walked in with a salad, a Greek salad. I'm gonna have that for dinner. I haven't had breakfast or lunch yet, and it is currently 2:30. So I'm gonna go change and get into something more comfortable and get out of this massive shirt. And I am then gonna make something to eat. Might do a whole yogurt and fruit parfait kind of thing. I've really been enjoying those lately, so I might do that. And yeah, then just wait till later, dinner time. But I need to get a little bit more comfortable and get out of these. Besides, it's weirdly quite warm today. I think it's 22, 23. Tomorrow's going to be 25, and then the following day is going to be 26. So it is really unusually warm for this time of the year. But hey man, I'm not complaining, but I need to go. Ooh, my pod fell out of my ear. Ugh. But yeah, I need to go and change because I can't, man. It's far too hot. I'll be back. Lunch. Oh, okay. It's a couple of hours later. You can see. I'm just putting on a sweater because man. I said a little bit earlier on that it was warm. It's no longer warm. You know? Come on, ladies. Just a fresh bed. Falling apart and I don't like that. So maybe you can just do this. Sort of bury her in between. Yeah, they're opening up. We love that. Sexy down. Just sexy down. Before I have my magnesium. So one thing you should always remember when you're having any kind of vitamin, whether in the evenings I tend to have ashwagandha, okay, and I have magnesium glycinate. I have these ones in the morning, and in the evening, and then in the morning I have D and milk thistle. Love these two. Milk thistle is great for the liver. I think I said that before. And vitamin D. It's vitamin D, guys, and it's winter. Very good. Very good. Your skin needs it. Very good. Very good. Okay. What was I gonna say? I was actually gonna say something. Yeah, it's not a good idea to have coffee at the same time as you have your vitamins. So that's why I'm saying that I'm gonna have a final cup of coffee. It is currently 5 p.m. Okay, gonna have a final cup of coffee, and then at around 7, once that is all done and dusted, then I'm gonna finish off my evening having the vitamins or the supplements. So they are more effective. Oh my goodness, I was gonna pour tap water. My goodness, which one? So as you saw earlier on, I was cooking. So I'm not quite sure what's happening with the meat situation, because I really wanted to sort of like soften it first and then kind of saute it in the pot towards the later stages so that I could have it with a salad. I don't know what ended up happening with it. It is cooked. It tastes delicious. I tasted a piece of it, but I don't know if it's the type that goes really well with a salad or with like some other kind of starch or something like quinoa or bulgur wheat or rice or whatever. But I don't want to have rice, so I'm pretty much gonna figure out how to have it. Didn't quite work out. You know, there are those days as well where the food I cook just doesn't work out. When you get so used to cooking for yourself, some days go about man. So some cooking projects work out and some don't. And today is the one where it really didn't work out. So after I did that, I kind of had my yogurt, fruit parfait thing and bowl or whatever, and that was pretty good. So that's all I've had today, and now a cup of coffee. Just chill me out. You know, earlier on it was nice and warm, like I said, and then something in the stars kind of said, you spoke too soon. Now it's a little bit chilly. Now I had to put something on, and then after that, just finally check my emails and things like that. You know, when you are working 9 to 5, day to day, corporate, right? And then you're also running a business at the same time, you just don't clock out. And one of the things that I have been very, very strict and very particular in terms of establishing boundaries, especially with clients and things like that. When I get emails after a certain hour in the evening, pretty much like 6, if I get an email after 6, I'm not going to look at it until the next day. But also I have a private line where my clients that I coach can reach me via WhatsApp or voice notes or calls or things like that. And I'm quite particular. This is one of the first things that I disclose to them about my boundaries and when they can reach me and things like that. I always say that the WhatsApp line is there if they want to send me a voice note or blah, blah, blah. But I also make it very strict to say that my coaching working hours is Monday to Thursday, right? 9 to 5. But, Thursday afternoon, from Thursday afternoon and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't even look at my coaching WhatsApp business line. I don't even look at it because it's my way to create those boundaries. That is my time off, but also it's my moment to switch off, right? It's when you work with people and you're dealing with people and their struggles and the things that they're working through and how they want to grow themselves and develop themselves and all of that, you are constantly inundated with a lot of information overload, which then leads to compassion fatigue, especially if a lot of your clients are going through some things and they're sharing that with you. It becomes very overwhelming. That's why for me, Thursday mornings are my last time in the week where I take sessions. And then from Thursday afternoon, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I do not look at anything coaching related, anything. But the gist of it is when you are building up a business and you're trying to get things off the ground, you're always dealing with something with regards to your business, right? An email will come in on a Saturday night at 11:45 at night. And I get notifications on my phone, right? So I'll switch them off over the weekend. Sometimes I don't. And it'll come through and I'll look at it and I'll be tempted to open it. And then I have to remind myself that no. The purpose of that chat is have your boundaries. When it comes to your work boundaries, when it comes to when it's time to work, it's time to work. When it's time to rest, it's time to rest. When it's time to play, it's time to play. Stick with those boundaries, even when you are dealing with work specifically, so that people know, what your edges are, how to approach you, when to understand that if you sent me a message on Friday afternoon, you're probably going to get a response on Monday morning. And that's just how it is. And initially when I was starting out, I would also break this boundary. Even though I started it and I set it, I would break it because I'm trying to be there for my clients. I'm trying to get new work. I'm trying to post. I was posting online Monday to Sunday. Now I don't. Now I post maybe Monday to Thursday with my coaching stuff. I'll post maybe Monday to Thursday and then leave it, or Monday to Friday and then leave it. And I really notice how it's helped, even with YouTube as well. If I'm running behind with creating content or editing or things like that because I've had other things to focus on, then I work on that, and I'm kind to myself in that period, just to say that, what, I know that I haven't uploaded a video on YouTube in 10 days or whatever, but you know what, it'll come, but for the most part, today was a really, really good day. I was interviewed by Times Live, which is a sort of like a younger sister company to the Sunday Times. It is part of the Times group or whatever it is, but it's more of an online news publication. So everything is done online. You go on the website, like News 24, like, all of them, IOL, like they are online as opposed to the physical newspaper. I don't know if they still do it, but I know Sunday Times has the physical newspaper. So I was being interviewed by them, and it was nice. I was interviewed and we were talking about journaling and the transformative power of journaling. And as somebody who is very big on journaling, that's why I have the workbooks as well. I'm very big on writing things down on paper, whether it's your goals, whether it's personal development things, whether it's writing down previous experiences, bad ones, good ones, traumatic ones, whether you are planning things. I'm an advocate of writing things down. And they interviewed me today for about half an hour, and that's gonna drop online on their paper online in the next couple of days. I'm very excited about that. I'm very, very excited about that because it went really, really well. So cheers to a good day, Jenna mine. And I also received an email today from another radio station I won't say which one, but another radio station that would like me to come in and all of that. I'm still contemplating that one. I mean, I've done a lot of radio stations, features and all of that. I don't know if it's something that I still want. There are certain radio stations where I'm like, yes, if this radio station reaches out to me, I'm not playing. Like 702, like Power FM. Let me tell you, those are my top two. If I can reach out by those, oh, girl, I will have made it in the radio space, you know, just so that they reach out to me and they're like, girl, please come in. Let's come talk about ABC. That would be amazing. And yeah, maybe we can have the conversation if you're in the South African space about, is it Big Nans, who kind of had a major crash out on her YouTube channel where she was like, people aren't watching the ads. You guys aren't watching the ads. She's a real one for that, you know. Number one, you can't really force people to watch. You can't really, you know, they're not entitled to you much as like you're not entitled to them. You know, they don't have to. The people who watch my channel don't have to watch the ads. They don't have to become a member. They don't have to do any of the things that we as creators ask our followers to do. However, I understood her crash out was felt because I talk about those things. I talk about those things quite a number of times myself, you know, where I'm like, please watch the ads, please support the channel, please like the video, repost, do this, because it is only when that happens that it boosts us. The algorithm picks us up and says, oh, okay, not only that, even commenting. So when you comment in the videos as well, it's fantastic because it boosts the engagement and all of that, and is more likely to recommend our videos in other spaces with other people who don't follow us. So I got her crash out. I really did. But at the same time, I was like, but babes, no one owes you anything. You know what I'm saying? And no one tells us to quit our daytime jobs and focus on content creation full time. That's why for me, that is something I could never do. If I was doing just content creation with how things are, just YouTube, just content creation, I would not be able to pay my bills. I really would not be able to pay all the things that I pay for. Like I'm talking about every single expense, monthly expense, you know, the home, rent. When I mean rent, I mean bond demand rates and taxes, right? All of that stuff, you know, my cell phone, the streaming sites, my car, electricity. I would never be able to cover all of that on just YouTube alone. I would never. So my job, my two jobs, is what helps me cover that and then have some left over so that I can grow my capital, and then maybe still, even when I have time, create a little bit of content for you guys. And that's what's real. That's real. That's as real as I'll ever get on this channel. That's what's real, you know. But if I was at a space where I was making more sustainably, yeah, maybe I would say that, you know what, I'm going to take content creation full time. But I have other passions that pull at me and tug at me more than content creation does, even though I enjoy this. But there's other ones, man, like just being able to help people. Nothing beats that feeling that you're helping someone. And that's why I'm going to continue doing that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to pretty much hang out for the rest of the evening. I don't know where this vlog is going to go. Maybe I'll give it another 2 more days and then I'll probably edit it. For now, I'm just going to hang out, chill, watch a bit of TV. Now is the time to relax. Hello, friends. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, and I am on my way to meet my sister for our annual, for our weekly / bi-weekly brunch. So it is Saturday. It is a beautiful day. The weather is stunning, and winter is gone. Am I happy about it? No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not happy about it, but you know what? It be like that sometimes. So winter is gone, and we are essentially just thriving in the warmer weather. I like the weather shortly after winter. You know, that transitionary period after August, where we're jumping into September, and it's nice and warm, and it's spring. It's the beginning of spring, and you know, the trees are changing, the leaves are changing. It's beautiful, right? And it's also nice and cool because there's the wind from the, you know, it's still a bit windy and breezy from the August month, right? So August is a breezy month for us here in South Africa. It's a well, in I don't know about Cape Town, but here north of Cape Town, of the sea, it gets really, really breezy. My phone has been buzzing because of the TikTok that she did a couple of days, where she's calling out people who owe her money, and the first name happens to be mine. So I did a retaliatory TikTok, because if there's one thing I will do, is I will troll my siblings online. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't troll everything Naledi does online. However, if my name is in it, okay, or if it has anything to do with the siblings, I'm jumping in on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll insert the TikToks here so that you guys can see them. They're quite funny. Both of them are quite funny.
Katleho, Rebet, Unit, Tato, Tepo, Babato, Nkalimeng, Tedeus, Mandisa, Teboho, Mzwake, Laki, Siabonga, Zamani, Spesi. Hopela Chautaga, guys. Katleho, Rebet, Unit, Tato.
Naledi, Tebo, Naledi. Oh yeah, it's the weekend. It's a really good time. I literally thought I'm gonna chill at home all weekend and not leave the house, because it's going to be a very busy week. It's going to be a very busy week come next week, because I'm going to be parenting. I'm gonna be parenting in the next couple of days, and I love that for me. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of chill and hang out in my home this weekend, and I thought, you know what, actually let me pop out for a bit. It's fine, let me pop out for a bit. And so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Maybe, I don't know, do a bit of window shopping, do a little bit of a perusey around the shops. You know what I mean? The sun is very strong, especially here where my hand is. Anyway, yeah,